Hey, what's up everybody? Today we're going to talk about the Senior Bowl and who the Cowboys have met with so far at the Senior Bowl. This is serious. Cap mode time, baby. Alright, so like I just said, the Cowboys have been meeting with a lot of players here. Jerry Jones, Stephen Jones, Will McClay. These guys are down in Mobile, Alabama. The game is on Saturday. Alright, now these are players that the Cowboys, I have confirmed that the Cowboys have met with. So if you're able to watch this before the game, kind of hone in on these players. I'll also give you a couple of bonus ones here that I liked from watching the practices. Alright, so let's run through this list here real quick. Alright, so one player they visited with, offensive tackle Andre Dillard, offensive tackle out of Washington State. Alright, this guy has, he's looked good in practices. I mean, he's pretty stout. He comes out of his breaks pretty good. Good balance, power, arm length, looks good. Comes out of Washington State. Cowboys had interest in Cole Madison last year. He was from the same program, so the Cowboys are familiar with this player already. So, is tackle a need? Possibly. Alright, so we'll keep an eye on that one there. The next one the Cowboys have visited with, Bruce Henderson, running back out of the Dakota State over there, where Carson Wentz came out of, the Bisons. So he's a guy that's good catching the ball out of the backfield. He will not be playing in this game though. He had an injury, I think it was an ankle or knee, or he did something. Nothing major, but he won't be playing in this game. Alright, so Cowboys visited with him. They also visited with defensive tackle Demarcus Christmas. Alright, how about that for a last name? Out of Florida State. Florida State has a pretty good program with D linemen. I've always kind of liked what they've done with their defensive tackles. I think if you draft one of those guys, you're rarely gonna miss. All right, they've chugged out. You know, they're a factory for defensive tackles. So I like that the Cowboys are looking into him. Let's see what happens there. Another defensive tackle, Greg Gaines out of Washington. Cowboys have they have an affinity, you know, for that program. Chris Peterson, those guys, he likes that the program there. Obviously, they're familiar with Vita Vea, so they already had their eyes on this guy here. Has a pretty good swim move. Kind of reminds me of a lineman that we had here, Brandon Noble, same kind of guy. Swim move kind of guy to get in there and knife through. So keep an eye on that one. Another player that the Cowboys visited with, Jacoby Myers, wide receiver. All right, so he's out of NC State. They like him. They met with him several times during this process, so you know, keep an eye on that one there. Another player that the Cowboys met with, wide receiver Penny Hart. All right, this guy looked good in practice. All right, almost unblockable. Could come in here as a slot player, put pressure on the defense. All right, so he's out of Georgia State. So keep an eye on that one. Another one that the Cowboys have visited with, Renell Wren. All right, defensive tackle, Arizona State. I like Arizona State's defensive program. I've seen them over the years. Being that I'm a Notre Dame fan, they give us good battles, good fits. So I'm very familiar with the player here, and coming in here into the Senior Bowl, he didn't disappoint. You know, he stood out to me. I think he's very disruptive, has good arm length, good size, good power. I like him. So Cowboys met with him. Keep an eye on that one. But that's all I have right now, guys, for the players that the Cowboys have met with. Their other names will start to come out as we continue this process, and I'll keep updating my list of players. All right. Dalen Mack is another player that I covered in my in the Shrine Game video. They called him up to Senior Bowl. He looked really good here in the practices. Let's see how he looks in the game. Keep an eye on Dalen Mack, Texas A&M defensive tackle. All right, the Auburn defensive tackle, I like him. He looked good. I wasn't too high on Andy Isabella. You know, there were some people that liked him. I think he had his moments. One-on-ones, he didn't look too good. Well, just didn't really impress me, but you know, could be a possible interest. However, I don't have a confirmation the Cowboys met with him. They had a lot more interest in Penny Hart and Jacoby Myers. All right, and those guys look good. They popped off the screen for me. So Let me know if any of you guys are fans of these universities that these players play for, and let me know what you think of these players. All right, Andre Dillard, Bruce Henderson, Demarcus Christmas, Greg Gaines, Jacoby Myers, Penny Hart, or Renell Wren. Let me know what you guys think. And as usual, guys, continue to like. If you like this video and the information I provide you, click like. It really helps out the channel. I really would appreciate it. And of course, subscribe. All right, subscribe to the channel and share. And I will see you for the next video, guys. Peace.